This is the DOMANKI 14,000 BTU Portable Air Conditioner. What you'll see right away is its crisp white design. It's a decent-sized unit, coming in at about 27 inches tall, with a bit of a modern, rounded look. When I first unboxed it, I thought it looked pretty sleek for such a powerful air conditioner. I noticed it's got a digital display right on the front, super clear, super easy to spot and read, which is great when you want to check settings at a glance. The body feels solid. Even though it weighs around 65 pounds, the built-in wheels and the little hidden handle on the side make moving it between rooms way easier than I expected. It definitely gives off a sturdy, reliable vibe. In my opinion, the key features make a big difference compared to a regular fan or a small AC. The DOMANKI has 14,000 BTU power. Basically, BTU tells you how strong the air conditioner is. More BTUs means it can deal with bigger rooms or bigger heat challenges. For me, I put it in a pretty big living room, and it really does the job. It covers up to 700 square feet, which is like having the cooling power of a window unit, but you don't have to install anything permanently. I actually hesitated at first because I wasn't sure a portable AC could cool down my space, but after letting it run for a bit, I was surprised at how quickly the room felt comfortable even on a hot afternoon. From my experience, controlling the DOMANKI is straightforward. There's a remote, which I find really useful. I can just change the temperature or switch modes without getting up from my desk. If you lose the remote, you've still got the digital controls right on the unit, and they're simple enough that I didn't need to look at the manual more than once. I really like the auto swing feature, which just means the cool air moves around the room, not just in one direction, so you don't get that cold blast on one spot all day. There are also 4 different fan speeds, and that lets you pick between super quiet mode, what they call sleep mode, or higher, faster cooling if you walk into a stuffy room. Sleep mode deserves its own mention. Basically, when I switch it on before I go to bed, the unit keeps the noise down to about 48 dB, which is not a whisper, but definitely way quieter than some older ACS I've used. It automatically adjusts fan speed and temperature so you're not getting blasted by cold air all night. I'm a light sleeper, so noise is a deal breaker, and I've had no issues with the DOMANKI keeping things comfortable without being disruptive. One thing that stood out for me was how it takes care of humidity. The dehumidifier setting pulls a surprising amount of moisture out of the air. On sticky days, I could really feel the difference. My room didn't have that muggy, damp feeling. It's drainage-free most of the time, which means the water it collects is usually evaporated by itself, so you're not constantly emptying a water tank. I only ever checked the manual drain plug during a long rainy stretch, and even then, it was hassle-free. The installation was less intimidating than it looked when I saw the kit in the box. Everything you need is in there: exhaust hose, adapters, window kit, a remote, and the manual. I have sliding windows, and the adjustable panel fit without much fiddling. I just had to connect the hose from the ace to the window and lock it in. No tools, no drama. If you've ever worried about making holes in the wall or needing to hire help, you won't need to do that here. I did the setup myself in under 30 minutes, and I think that's realistic for most people. If you have non-standard windows, you might need to get creative, but vertical and horizontal sliders are good to go. Energy use was something I wanted to watch out for, because I didn't want a cheaper cooling unit to end up costing more than central air. This one uses about 1,300 watts, with an energy-efficient compressor and updated refrigerant. Compared to the 2 other portables I tried last year, the DOMANKI kept my electricity bill in check. I didn't run it 24/7, but with the 24-hour timer, I could set it to turn off automatically, so it's not wasting power if I forget. The R32 refrigerant they use is better for the environment than older coolants, which is worth mentioning for anyone concerned about eco-friendliness. What I also appreciate is the little details. There's a child lock, which is useful if you've got curious kids around poking at buttons. The air filters are removable and washable, so you can keep the air cleaner and the unit running efficiently. The manual explains how to do this, and it only takes a few minutes. I'd recommend this for anyone with a larger room, like an open living area or office. If you're in an apartment where window units aren't allowed, or you need to cool a specific room instead of the whole house, I think it works really well. It's also a great backup on hot days if your main AC can't keep up or breaks down. I did notice that at 65 pounds, it's a bit of a pain to carry upstairs, so if you need something to move around a lot between floors, keep that in mind. For single floor use, it's ideal. The only quirks from my experience: It can be a bit loud on the highest setting, but honestly, that's true for almost every air conditioner I've tried. On low or sleep mode, it's very quiet. The power cord is a good length, but you'll need it near a window for ventilation since it pushes hot air outside. If you want to use it in a room with only fixed windows, you might need to get an alternate venting kit or look at other options. In conclusion, from my experience, the DOMANKI 14,000 BTU Portable Air Conditioner ticks all the boxes for what I need. Strong cooling, easy setup, flexibility between rooms, and a mix of smart features like remote, timer, and auto swing. It's perfect for keeping spaces cool and comfy without the headache of permanent installation. I was definitely unsure at first if a portable AC could meet my expectations, but after a few weeks using the DOMANKI, I'm happy with my decision. If you're looking for something reliable, efficient, and genuinely user-friendly, this is worth checking out. I will leave detailed information about the DOMANKI 14,000 BTU portable air conditioners in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.